Alright, welcome back. There's a horrible glare behind me, so just bear with it. So, yeah, I'm kind of half asleep right now, but writing never waits for people. That made no sense. So yeah, what I'm about to do is I'm about to go through my character profiles that I finished yesterday, and I'm gonna pick out all the ones I starred, and we're gonna start solidifying our core cast. This will be fun. Okay, so I've gone through and I've counted up all the character sheets that have this little blue star on them that signify they're going to be in the core cast. And turns out I have 14, which is more than I was expecting or hoping. I was hoping to have around 8 because a smaller cast is easier to work with, but I'm cool with this. We're gonna make this work. I don't know how yet, but we gonna make this work. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and make a list of the ages and the ethnic identity for each of these girls, just to make sure I have a diverse cast, because an all or majority white cast in 2020, not in this story, honey. Is it bad that I am a southern straight white Christian and I realize that whitewashing is bad, but Hollywood seems to still struggle with that concept? Is that a bad thing? Hollywood, get your crap together, girl. I have to pile all my pens on my paper so they don't fly away, because I got the fan going, because it's March in Alabama and it's already hot. So I don't want to die of heat stroke or suffocation, but I don't want to lose my papers either, so this is what I'm dealing with. Alright, so here's my demographics that I've now gathered from looking over these sheets very briefly. So ethnicity makeup, we've got 6 white Caucasian, 1 Native American, 1 Asian American, 2 Latinas, 1 African American, 1 Arabic American, 1 Italian American. So that's pretty diverse cast, but that's still a lot of white. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look up ethnic demographic of the United States as a whole, since this is where the story is taking place, and if this is kind of a reflection of real life demographics, then I'm gonna leave it. But if I see that this number of white people is over proportional, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kinda fudge the numbers a little bit, and I'll be swapping out one of these girls for one of the ones down here. So I just looked up real life demographics from the United States, and it is fairly accurate, so I'm just gonna leave it. But looking at this again, that's still over half of the cast is not white, so I think I'm okay. And then over here we have our ages. So we have, that's supposed to be 3. I knew I left someone off. Okay, let me fix that, sorry. Okay, so we have 3 15-year-olds, 2 17-year-olds, 1 19-year-old. Oh, bless, she's all alone. 3 21-year-olds, 3 22-year-olds, and 2 24-year-olds. So kind of spread out amongst the age groups, but that's good. That's good. We like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna read all the character sheets again, just to refresh myself on who these people are. So this is Jenna Townsley. Now this was the one, if you remember from my last video, I was getting some strong protagonist vibes off her. So let's see if I'm still feeling that. Alright, so Jenna Townsley, she's 15, Caucasian. She's a Virgo, which means she's practical, loyal, gentle, and analytical. And she's a Tiger, which means she's brave, confident, and competitive. So she's very smart, but not arrogant. She wants to help people, loyal to the core, great at comforting people. She has a sixth sense in which she can tell someone is hurting, and she's a naturally mothering person. So yeah, I'm still getting some pretty strong protagonist vibes off her. She sounds like the type of person you'd want to follow and root for in a story, but I'm still very early in the planning process, so I'm not going to commit yet. Let me know in the comments if you think Jenna should be our main POV girl. I don't know, I'm sort of feeling that way, but again, too early to tell, so I'm not going to commit yet. Alright, and here we have Rose Casimiro. She was the first to join the core cast, if you remember. She's 15, she's Italian-American, and she's a Scorpio, so she's passionate, driven, perceptive, and why are there so many characteristics on Rose's sheet? I must have been looking at a different website when I was doing her page than all the others. Sacrificing, determined, vindictive, paranoid, destructive, possessive, jealous, clingy. And she's also a tiger, so that means she's brave, confident, and competitive. And she is danger with a capital D. She gets crap done, and she gets it done now. And she ain't got time for your bullcrap. And you definitely want her on her side and not the alternative. Can you tell why I added this girl to the main cast the minute I finished doing this sheet? She just sounds like a fun time. Unlike Jenna, I'm not getting protagonist vibes off her, but she definitely would be a good, like, best friend to the protagonist, you know, that friend who's just gonna beat up anyone who tries to get to our main girl. I don't know, she's not gonna be the main character, but I definitely am happy that I put the blue star on her page, because she's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have so much fun writing this girl. Alright, and so we have Eleonora Daywalt, aka Nora. She is 15, she's Caucasian, and she is an Aries. So she's eager, dynamic, quick, and competitive, and like the other girls, she's 15 years old, so she's a tiger. So brave, confident, competitive, and she's a big ball of dynamite in a small package, a rough and tumble type of persona. She's not afraid of, well, seemingly anything, and she's the youngest of the group, but is arguably the bravest. I don't know. I wasn't feeling protagonist vibes off her the first few times I read through her sheet, but now I'm starting to feel a certain ways. Nora would definitely be a different type of protagonist than Jenna, but I could still see her taking the lead in this story, so, I don't know. Maybe I'll have a poll when this goes up and let you guys help me decide, who the protagonist should be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so now we have Magnolia Vanwick. She is 17, she's Caucasian, she's a Leo, so dramatic, outgoing, fiery, self-assured, and she's a horse, so animated, active, and energetic, so she's a bit self-centered. Doesn't mean to be cruel or selfish, she's just too immature and impulsive to think things through. She's a bit of a spoiled brat, but she wants to be more. She wants to be more, but doesn't really want to put in the work. Oh, I'm gonna hate you. Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be a rival for whoever the main girl is. I'm not gonna like writing you, am I, girl? You gonna be a pain, aren't you? Alright, so now we have Dolores Karofsky. She's 19, she's Caucasian, she's a Scorpio, so passionate, stubborn, resourceful, brave. And she's a goat, so calm, gentle, sympathetic. She loves life, she's a great listener. She won't share your tea, but if you rant to her about how Susie is doing you wrong, she's gonna go beat Susie up to a pulp. She's that friend who will bury a body for you. And she's from New Jersey too. Is this a stereotype? I feel like this is a stereotype. Did I just do a stereotype? Oh man. Oh well, she still seems like fun. Kind of in the same vein that Rose seems like. Well, she and Rose would get along well. She and Rose are gonna be BFFs. And that's gonna be dangerous for the rest of the characters. But it's gonna be fun for me. This is gonna be fun to write. Alright, so now we have Delilah Atrovel. She is 17, she's Arabic, she's a Sagittarius, so extroverted, optimistic, funny, and generous, and she's a horse, so animated, active, and energetic. Has ADHD, same girl. I'm also a Sagittarius too, so same girl. Loves to have fun, but doesn't know when to stop, bless. Uses humor as a shield, though she may always be smiling, she's just a traumatized little girl. Aww. I haven't even written a single scene with you yet, and I already want to protect you with my life. Aww. Just one little basic character sheet and you're already a cinnamon roll. Alright, so I've run into a bit of a problem. So you know we have Rose, our little Scorpio, Italian-American 15-year-old Spitfire. And now we have Rosetta. That's gonna be a problem for me. Like I've said many times in the series already, I have ADHD. I'm gonna get these two girls mixed up, so I'm gonna have to find a new first name for this girl. Alright, she is now Harper Kuramato. Alright, so Harper, she's 21, she's Asian American, she's a Leo. So dramatic, outgoing, fiery, self-assured, quick-witted, resourceful, versatile, and kind. She's able to quick think on her feet. She may not be the best leader, but she's a great right-hand woman. She's brimming with confidence that she's more than happy to share with others. Great at cheering people on / pumping them up. Okay, why did I put that she may not be the best leader? She sounds like she'd be a great leader. Maybe that's a personal character arc she's got to go through. Doesn't think she'd be a great leader at the beginning, but then becomes the leader by the end of the story, or maybe even midway through the story. I'm starting to get strong protagonist vibes off this girl too. So far it's a three-way race between Jenna, Nora, and Harper as to who's gonna be our main girl. Again, sound out in the comments. Who do you think should take the lead on this story? I don't know. Right now, and it may just be because I just finished reading her character sheet, but right now I'm starting to lean a little more towards Harper than the other two girls. But we'll see. Alright, so now we have Yvonne Mascolo. She is 21, she's Latina, and she's a Virgo, so she's practical, loyal, gentle, and analytical. And she's a rat, so quick-witted, resourceful, versatile, and kind. Smart as whip. Has the protective nature and fierceness of a mama bear. She can chew a person out to high heaven and back until they are a blubbering mess and then turn around and rock a baby to sleep. I like this girl. She's sweet as sugar and fierce as a tiger in one glorious package. I like this girl. I'm not getting protagonist vibes off her, but I like her. I like Yvonne. Alright, so now we have Julie Wilmont. She's 21, she is Caucasian, she's an Aquarius, so deep, imaginative, original, and uncompromising. And she's a rat, so quick-witted, resourceful, versatile, kind, sticks to her beliefs no matter what, moves to the beat of her own drum, independent and able to stand on her own, always finds a solution, wickedly smart. I feel like you're gonna clash with some people, girl. I don't see you as a rival, or even as an antagonist, but you're gonna clash with some people. Yeah, you're not gonna make things easy on yourself, are you? Ugh, yeah, you're not. You're gonna be a little annoying. You're not gonna be terrible. I think I'm gonna hate Magnolia more than I hate you. I don't even know if I'm gonna hate you, but you're not gonna make things easy on yourself, are you, honey? Alright, so now we have Leilani Heinzman. She's 22, she's African American, she's a Gemini, so versatile, expressive, curious, and kind. What the heck is my family doing? Let's try this again. Leilani Heinzman, age 22, she's African American, she's a Gemini, so versatile, expressive, curious, and kind. She's a dragon, so confident, intelligent, enthusiastic, and she's flexible, go with the flow. She's not a pushover though. She's not afraid to stand up for herself, but she knows how to pick and choose her battles. Very honest, she will give it to you straight. I feel like... What are they yelling about? Do you not understand I'm trying to be a creative genius back here? Where was I? Oh, come on. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, Nathan, come on.
So if we die, it'll be because of this dude. Yep. Driving my car.
Stop it, Wheel.
Oh, someone turn it this way. Yeah.
No.
Aaron, what are you panicking about?
Oh, man, I had it.
You what?
I had it.
He's trying to play the Buick.
I'm not.
You're trying to play the what?
Is that Buick?
Oh my word.
play the Buick theme in a Cadillac.
This is what Corona has done to us.
That's
Teaching a 15-year-old boy how to drive and going to McDonald's for ice cream cones has
What's
become
that?
an event. You what?
Do they make dip cones anymore?
No.
I don't know. Do they have dip cones at this McDonald's?
I don't think they do.
They don't have dip cones anymore.
Well, can I get? We weren't the only ones with this idea.
Well, that's because only drive.
Ooh, this is close, Nathan.
Aaron, I know what I'm doing.
This is a long
Do you really though? Do you really?
I kind of know what I'm doing.
Oh. Wow.
How long have you been doing
Yeah.
Just a few seconds.
Wow.
Memes.
Corona has made everyone hungry for the McDonald's.
Gorilla.
Wait, what? Gorilla?
Harambe.
Where memes begin.
Oh my word.
Well, Nathan, who is she?
I don't
We
even have a
came-
girlfriend.
And we conquered.
Nathan, you don't get your
Well, we're not.
What are
done
we
yet.
even talking about?
I feel like Leilani's gonna be that one character that like nobody really pays much attention to in the beginning, and then she sort of comes out of nowhere and saves the day. You know, kind of like that underdog sort of character who, of course, she knows she's awesome, she knows what she's doing, but no one else is paying attention, and then she just seemingly comes out of nowhere and saves everyone's butts. So I feel like I could have fun with Leilani. I don't really see her as the protagonist. I see her as the person who takes the protagonist under her wing. I see her kind of as a mentor character. Yeah, I think she'd be a good mentor. Alright, so now we have Magdalene Provo. She is 22, she is Latina, and she's an Aries, so eager, dynamic, quick, competitive. And she is a dragon, so confident, intelligent, enthusiastic, and she wants to be a leader. And maybe could be, but she's not a great listener. She's a bit abrasive, can be kind, but she's very defensive. She's not dumb, but she's too ambitious for her own good. Oh, I'm gonna hate you too, aren't I? What is it with the M names? First Magnolia, then now Magdalene. Did my ADHD leave off an A? Is that supposed to be Magdalena? I feel like that's supposed to be Magdalena. Hang on a second. Your girl had an ADHD moment. There we go, Magdalena. Okay. So anyway, what's up with the M names being the rivals or the antagonists? I feel like I'm not gonna like you that much either. Ugh. Alright, so now we have Prudence Sumolowski. She is 22, she's Native American, she's a Cancer. So intuitive, sentimental, compassionate, protective. And she's a dragon, so confident, intelligent, enthusiastic. And she knows what's up all the time with everyone, no questions asked. Her people instincts are on point. You can never pull the wool over her eyes. She's kind of scary, but I feel like in a good way. And straight to the point, never beats around the bush. Yeah, you're gonna be someone that you want on your side. Yeah, she's gonna be the one to spot the trouble before anyone else does. I foresee her saying, "I told you so," a lot in this story. Alright, Prudence, I see you, girl. Alright, so now we have Callie Lunchenbill. She is 24, she's Caucasian, she's a Pisces. So affectionate, empathetic, wise, artistic, and she's a monkey, so sharp, smart, curious. I think I was just supposed to put curious, I put curiosity instead. My bad. So she's very smart, but very insecure. She feels like she can't speak out because no one will listen to her. Probably has been abused at some point. I sense a huge growth arc for her. Why am I getting Carol from The Walking Dead vibe from this girl? Callie, honey, what have you been through? And where are you going? What's the deal with you, Callie? What's the deal? What's your deal, girl? Alright, now we have Opal Kroner. She is 24. She is Caucasian. She's a Taurus, so strong, dependable, sensual, creative. And she's a monkey, so sharp, smart, curious, hardworking, workaholic. She doesn't know when to stop and rest. Doesn't seem to have a sense of humor. She's a bit too caught up in the seriousness of the situation and on the express train to a mental breakdown. Opal, honey, no. No, honey, no. Although this would be some good drama. So yes, Opal honey, yes, yes, no, or no, yes, no, One of the side effects to being an author, you question your own morality. I'm encouraging a person who does not even exist to have a mental breakdown. What's wrong with me? So since episode 1 went out, some people on my Tumblr have been, I guess, complimenting me on how organized I am. I did not used to be this organized. My story brainstorming process was basically just stuffing sticky notes into an envelope and hoping I could make sense of it later down the road and that I wouldn't lose the envelope. But no, I forced myself to become more organized about, let's say, 5-ish years ago. Without getting too much into it, I was basically in a dark spot in my life where I felt like I was losing control, and my writing was the one thing in my life I felt like I could control. So I started becoming very OCD organized with all my ideas and making sure I had a separate binder for each story idea, and it kind of got to the point where it wasn't healthy. So I have toned it back a bit from where I was about 5 years ago, and that's really a dark turn. I guess what I'm trying to say is everyone's gonna have a different process and a different journey as a writer, and you have to come up with systems that work for you, and some people can work in utter chaos and be fine. I need at least a little bit of organization to make everything come together. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is what I hope to accomplish with this series, and so far what it seems to be accomplishing, is just starting a conversation of the writing process, because it's not really something we talk about enough. We talk a lot about, you know, cliches and what not to do and what archetypes have been overdone, but I think the most important part of a writer, the process and what you go through that journey of creating a story, is just not spoken of. And so I guess I'm just hoping by being transparent I can start a conversation. One thing I do suggest to help with organization, though, is to get yourself a 3-ring binder. This is one I picked up at the Dollar General, I think a day or two before the corona pandemic really took off, and like we were starting to get, you know, some hints that things might go south really quick. So I was like, okay, let me stop and get some extra pens and paper and a new 3-ring binder, so if we do have to go into lockdown, I'll have something to do and not go insane. And I chose this particular binder with this pretty design because it stands out, and so I can find this binder and therefore this story quickly amongst a pile of stuff. But anywho, so the reason I say have a 3-ring binder is because you can then move stuff around, whereas if you have a notebook, and see, I've got one around here somewhere. Yeah, so if you have a notebook like this, I mean, it's fine to jot notes down, but you can't really, see, I've torn pages out trying to move it around, and you can't really do that. They're pretty much stuck in the order you write them in, whereas with a 3-ring binder, you can open this up, you can take pages out, you can move them around, you can organize them based on concepts. So like here are most of my cast members' basic character sheets that I've moved to the front, separated from the ensemble cast. So these characters are what I'm working on right now, so I've put them front and center where I can get to them easily. The one exception being, or I guess 3 exceptions being, my 3 potential protagonists that I've pulled out over here because I'm going to do a little extra work with them. So yeah, that's just a tip I have that works for me to just kind of help me reorganize as I go about as I need to. When you can't decide who your protagonist is going to be, so you write a list of pros and cons for each. Here's Nora's. 1 down, 2 more to go. Stop judging me.
I'm not judging.
What are the pros and cons to Jenna? She seems to be the more classic hero, but I'm not sure I want to go that route. He's sneaking in for spoilers. Why are you taking my pens?
They're shiny.
And now he's turned into a crow.
A what?
A
crow because he's stealing shiny things.
Yeah, they're shiny.
This is what quarantine does
This
to
is
you
what-
people.
I've been talking to the walls for straight up 30 minutes by now.
That's frightening. And here we have Harper. Still nowhere near to deciding who's gonna be my main girl. The struggle's real. It is disgusting outside right now. It's not disgusting.
So what do we do when we can't decide in the modern world? Ask our followers on social media to vote for us. And I think this is the most activity my social media has had in like forever. What is going on here? Also go follow all my social media. Okay, shameless plug over.
Okay, so I'm going to quit worrying about picking a protagonist right now, and I'm just gonna have fun. Because if you're not having fun while writing, then what are you doing with your life?
And before you ask CV, do you have a system for having fun and further developing your characters? No. This next part is just gonna be bleh, I can't talk. It's just gonna be me doing whatever I feel like for the next hour or so. I don't know.
This is what my crazy ADHD brain told me to do next. I regret nothing. Also, yes, Gryffindor is pink and Hufflepuff is orange because I don't have yellow or red in my pins. Still regret nothing. Although interesting that Ravenclaw seems to have the most members. Is that just because I'm a Ravenclaw and I'm biased? I don't know. Let's just have fun, part 2! Why are there so many Patronuses? Ah! Why not? Time for some Avatar. And for those of you who thought I was just playing, haha, now I have more characteristics to play off of. Yes. So the next step is to start taking this more seriously. Like actually fully fleshed out character sheets for all these eyes. All these guys. But I'm not going to do that right now because obviously I'm tired. So, well, see you in the next one. This is all I got for this part. She's stalking my YouTube.